13 of the NFL is underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The first drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
And they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Second and a couple.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about the defense for those Chargers,
they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 14. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 11.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Completes it. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Open man, it's Palmer.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Charger football to start quarter number 2.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
The Chiefs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Being chased out left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to the offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Chargers at 11-1 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild-card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1.
Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Slot man moves right. 2nd and 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the officials here Going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We begin out west at Allegiant Stadium, Cincinnati and Las Vegas in the AFC. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A.J. Brown, a touchdown catch from Jalen Hurts. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Texas man, Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here, as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, is going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give to Pacheco off the option.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Charger drive about to get going.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 is his.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC's offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to claw one back.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards
yards there, a first down. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown LA. From 6 yards away.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Chargers 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Pacheco.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 28.
138 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for L.A., the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.